Okay, welcome to my presentation on the online solution. And to get this started off here, I think that one of the biggest questions and one of the biggest concerns about technology in schools is not so much what the technologies are, but how we actually use that technology to impact the teaching and our learning strategies for our students. So with that being said, there's a lot of claims, a lot of research out there that says that the online technology and the way that we utilize the online technology has a very transformative potential to increase learning outcomes. So let's have a look at some of the technologies that we utilize at the Ed Center. All right, let's have a look at our online courses here. So at the Ed Center, we deliver courses using a variety of different synchronous and asynchronous instructional tools. We design these tools specifically for the purpose of education, and it provides the students with personal online support at any point there. Now, the virtual environment itself is delivered to the online students using an open source management system called Moodle FN. This Moodle FN is a asynchronous tool, and it's used to manage learning activities as well as the flow of communication within the learning community. What you see here right now in front of you is my Biology 30 classroom, and what I've done is I've engineered the class itself within the web server Moodle FN. And what you'll notice is that I have streaming videos in here, I have lessons, units, PDFs, PowerPoints, all kinds of different things in here. I also have incorporated wikis and blogs and Google accounts as well. So on the right hand side here I have different tutorials and so forth and some social networking tools at the bottom here. On the left hand side we have student tracking, very comprehensive student tracking package where they can click on their grades, or we can click on the grades, and they can see exactly step for step where they are in the course and what the marks are. We can also track the online activities coming in, lessons to be corrected and so forth, and do a whole bunch of other things. Within the classrooms itself, I've engineered my courses so that my units are across the page horizontally and lessons are vertically. And all the students do is simply just click on the unit, click on the lesson, and that's going to open up that particular lesson. And then I have different notes embedded within there as well as streaming audio. For example, this one here is done by an external source from Khan's Academy, but I also have many videos that are actually done by myself too. So here's an example of that. So the tutorials. Okay, that being said, the school also uses something called Adobe Connect for the more synchronous live learning, which includes such things as live tutoring, mini lessons, and small group discussions. Okay, so within my classroom here, you'll see that the students can click on a link, takes them right into my Adobe Connect, right into my web conference room. And what they can do is some of the things we can do is we can share documents back and forth, videos, PowerPoints, anything that's streaming. But it also gives us the capacity to synchronously provide tutoring back and forth. So they have the options to write on here as well. And maybe we want to talk about different molecules or whatever it might be, or equations or whatever it is. So it gives us a chance in real time to communicate back and forth. Okay, I want to quickly show you how we provide feedback to our students. So let's just say, for example, students, somebody sent in an assignment here. We click on our assignments to track that, blah, 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 blah. Okay, once we have the lessons open, we just click on which lesson we want to correct, open that up, gives the students feedback here, and using the same tools that I'm using for the recording right now, I would copy that and I would send that to the students. So here's an example of that here. So what I'll do is I'll open this recording real quickly here. Students will get this in their submission here. They click on this and we'll go through it here. Okay, one other way we track assignments coming in is we have our own personal fax accounts. So for example, here's another fax that's just come in today here. And what they do is they send that in to me, I record that, I'll make my corrections on it, and I'll send it back to them via a video file with a mark, and either they can resubmit it or not. Just a couple more things here in my courses. Another thing that I integrate into my courses is online surveys and evaluations using Google Docs. So students simply come down here, and I've embedded this into our courses. They click on the survey tool, and they'll ask them different questions related to the course itself. And what I've done is I've just simply opened this up real quickly here. So here's an example of one of my surveys here from some of my students in this course. And it goes through and it gives me some helpful insight as to what's going on here. And then I can also look at this in terms of a summary of responses in pie graphs and so on and so forth. So it gives a real nice rundown of everything I want here so I can track and improve my courses. I want to share with you is one of the resources I'm sharing with utilizing within my Chemistry 30 program. And this is a series of different labs. So let's say, for example, I want to look at reaction rates. I can go here, and there's predefined labs here. So this is going to open it up right now. So here's one of the labs, and it gives you instructions as you go through it and how to utilize this. So it's a live application for the students. But additionally, I can go here and I can actually design my labs by themselves. So I can go to new and I can look at the different types of chemicals. For example, maybe I need some powders for metals and stuff. I could drag them out onto the page here, or have the students do that. Maybe they need some nitrates. All right, so we'll put that out there. Come down here. Maybe we need some glassware. I don't know, standard perhaps. Okay, and so on and so on. So you can look at the equipment. Oops, sorry about that. So you can look at getting equipment here, such as a Bunsen burner, and you can actually manipulate that. You might want to get a tap, have some water that pours out, okay, and so on. But you can also graph this and so forth. Okay, so anyways, I hope this helps here. Okay, and if you have any questions, please feel free to call me at the Ed Center at any time. Thank you for your attention.